we're going to be going over again. We're going to be going over Avatar. So, because the last video that I did, well, the first video that I did of Avatar, I realised that I missed out quite a lot of stuff. So, what I'm going to do now is I am going to take Alpha Centauri A. I'm not going to put Alpha Centauri Beta in because it's going to be too difficult to put the the planets in. So what I really want to do is I want to now, I'm going to try and get Alright guys, welcome back. Now all I did was I took Neptune and I just changed it to what Prometheus or Polyphemus. Polyphemus is actually its actual size. Now this gas giant is actually, it's about the size of Saturn, right? So it's a little bit bigger, but the moon around it, Pandora, so it has, now most of the moons are like about that close, and the gas giant is just stupidly big. It's about like 500 Earths in size, and it's just stupid, to be honest. Like the gas giant is just absolutely massive. It's like that, but in reality, it's only about sizeless, and the moon system is only like, it's about like this is really what the Pandorian system looks like, to be honest. Now, you're probably going to be like wanting to ask me, like, how do I know like how big Pandora is? That's because if you go on Google, type in Pandora and Earth size comparison, then it will show. So what we're going to do first is this is just what it really looks like. So this is Pandora, because everybody knows this is called Pandora, and the temperature is average. I mean, it is still pretty warm on the surface of the moon. The moon has about a 0.98, so it's got like a 23.5 hour day. So it's like yes, its day is slightly it is slightly shorter than our day, but Pandora's axis is completely different. Like, we have this kind of axis, it's like the 23.6 degree axis, but Pandora has about a in between of 11 and 12 degree axis, so it's really shallow axis. Now so I don't know how to spell, I apologise, but anyway, so this is really what it actually looks like. It's like it's not like super close. It's like the moons aren't like this close, because I'll show you what happens, right? Wait, is it getting ripped apart? I don't know, is it? Probably because the iron content is just now there you go. That is what would realistically happen if the moons were, if Polyphemus' moons were this close to the planet. They'll get stripped of everything. So, I mean, that is one problem. The next problem is what are the names of the other moons? Like, how do we know that they're not like the really like weird moons that we know of? Well, not weird moons, like it's just like the names really. Like we like some of us really want to know the names of the other moons. Like we got Pandora, that is quite it is just tad smaller than Earth. Only by a little bit, really. It's about Venus-sized, so it's a Venus-sized warm terrier. Just remember that, folks, it's Venus-sized warm terrier. And it does around every orbit it does. It's around about 2.5 to 3 days. each orbital period. And you guys are probably asking again, how do I know that? Well, if you watch the movie, and I suspect some of you guys have, you can actually see like the uh-oh. Oh god. Uh-oh. Oh, you know what? Let's move you right out here. Alright. Let's put you in orbit. There you go. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah. Pandora, she is the largest moon in her system. And she's the only moon, Venus-sized or Earth-sized moon, to have liquid water and to have life on the surface. Now, you guys are probably saying, oh, you just coloured the surface. Yes, I did colour the surface. Pandora really would look kind of like this from in orbit. Now, to be honest, I got to say that that Pandora, I've got to take my hat off to James Cameron, because Pandora is an absolutely amazing piece of artwork. But you see, it does come with its problems. First off, again, like I said, all the moons way too close to the gas giant. They are in what we call as the Roche limit. Now this moon here is literally right on the edge of the Roche limit, so it's on just the outskirts of the Roche limit. So it's safe for now. If it moves any closer, it's going to get torn to shreds. Now, you're probably like all going to ask me in the comments like, does like, why have you got 5 moons when obviously we all see that in the film Avatar there's 4 moons? Well, that's because if you look at where the ISV or the IVS spacecraft is just entering orbit around Pandora, you can see that you can see the three other moons, but then you can see a 4th smaller moon, like tiny little moon, and this moon is what I would say is incredibly small. It's really tiny. It's a tiny little moon, and it's hard to spot this moon, but I think you should be able to spot it. It is hard to spot. So so the size comparison between Pandora and Earth is, it's about the size of Venus. Right? It's about the size of Venus. So it's a Venus sized warm terrier. And to be honest, it is not that heavy compared to Earth. Now, I've exaggerated the iron content or the core size of Pandora, but to be honest, about half of Pandora's core is surprisingly unobtainium. That's why Pandora has such a huge magnetic field, and that's why you see those huge arches like above the Tree of Souls. So Pandora's magnetic field, right? I'll show you right now, right? This is Earth's magnetic field. Pandora's magnetic field is something like, it's about 3 times the size, so it's about like, it's like that big. It's huge, it's ginormous. And the reason why it's so big is because of the unobtainium. Now unobtainium, obviously the element, not in real life. If it was, it would have messed up our planet already. Unobtainium, in the film Avatar, we can unobtainium is, well, we all know that magnets, if you pick up just a traditional magnet and put it like on your fridge, it sticks, and it's a bit difficult to pull off. But if you had a magnet made out of unobtainium, about the same size as a traditional magnet, so it's about the size of a normal AA battery, you would not get it off that magnet. It will be, you would need probably about 4 strong men just to get that magnet off that fridge. And that's the magnetic field of Pandora. It's huge, it's absolutely massive. Pandora's magnetic field is so strong, it's so big, but it actually competes with its mother planet, its parent planet. It competes. So I'm not making this up. If you guys think that I'm making it up, then you can put your comments into the comment section below and you can say whatever, but I'm not making this up. Polyphemus' magnetic Polyphemus, I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, the magnetic field of the parent planet is huge. It's massive. It's just over the top, to be honest. Now we can see the size comparison. It is absolutely ginormous. It's slightly smaller than Saturn's, but I'll be expecting. Now, to be honest, compared to Uranus's magnetic field, it's just dwarfed by this ginormous monster of a magnetic field. And obviously, I believe one of the inner moons has a slight magnetic field, so its magnetosphere, again, it's strong-ish, not that strong. It is weak, but that'll be expected. So it's about this strong. And then this one, I think it has a slight magnetic field again. So, but Pandora really does rule the planetary system, or the moon system. It really does rule. And the way it rules is it's just got its core is basically the Earth on steroids. It's the core of Pandora is just under 0.5% of the Pandorian core is unobtainium. Now, in the film Avatar, Earth, they've stripped the Earth of unobtainium, but they can't get to the unobtainium in the Earth's core. The Earth only has about 11% of unobtainium in its core. Pandora has 49.2% unobtainium in its core. That means that it's got a more powerful magnetic field than Neptune and Uranus combined. Now, Neptune, if we look at Neptune and we see its magnetic field, yes, it's going to be bigger. But to be honest, it's not that strong. It is not that strong. And what that means is, if you guys wanna like just talk about it, I'm very happy to. But it's just based. That's why. Wait, for one, that's why Pandora is so lush with life, because of its magnetic field. 2, that's why Pandora has such a thick atmosphere. Not too thick, not like Venus, but its atmosphere is just slightly thicker than Earth's. 3, Prometheus, or Polyphemus, whatever you want to pronounce it. Again, it's got a very powerful magnetic field. Now, the reason why it's got a powerful magnetic field is because it is spinning very, very quick. It's spinning about 3.43 hours each rotation. That is quick. That is why, like, when we look at, if we look at Jupiter for example, and we see its storms are whipping around the planet incredibly fast. Now, Pandora, right, in this simulation, she's being a bad girl. She's not being good. She's trying to kick her smaller sibling out, but I'm not gonna allow it. But Pandora is more magnetic than the Earth. It's more magnetic than Uranus and Neptune, and it's just sitting behind Saturn. What this means is Pandora is really, it's like, I think Pandora used to be, I think Pandora, when she was first forming around her parent planet, it was mostly rock, right? It was mostly rocky, because all moons are mostly rocky. Well, except from the big moons like Ganymede and obviously like Titan and all those moons. What I think happened was there was, I don't know, another like moon about as big as Pandora. It came and smacked into Pandora, set it on this rotation that was just a little bit faster than the Earth's rotation. And this moon that smacked into Pandora actually had quite a bit of oh, that's interesting. Playing with lights. Anyway, this moon, this this large moon that smacked into Pandora, it either had a very large unobtainium amount, so probably its entire core was made up of unobtainium, or the entire ring, the planetary stellar formation ring around Polyphemus, it was probably made out of quite a lot of unobtainium, and Pandora unfortunately swallowed most of it, and her other sister moons didn't get enough of the snack, and they weren't able to produce a powerful enough magnetic field to protect their atmospheres. So now they have very sparse atmospheres, but they still do have a magnetic field because they still have a core, but it's mostly like our core, to be honest. So it's a very it's mostly made out of iron and nickel. But Pandora is made mostly out of unobtainium. Now, obviously, I can't get the blue bioluminescence lights on Pandora, but hopefully they will add that in later into Universe Sandbox 2, because that would be awesome if they can add in Pandora into Universe Sandbox 2, adding like the entire planetary system into Universe Sandbox 2. That would be absolutely amazing if they can add, because James Cameron, I think he needs to explain to really all of us what are the names of the other moons, because they can't just be Pandora. The other moons have to have names. And I know, again, I'm terrible at spelling. So there you have it. Really, I know I've been a bit rusty this video, but Pandora is really the king of magnetic fields, and Prometheus or Polyphemus is the king of planetary rotations, like 3.5 hours of rotation. That's insane. Now we all know Alpha Centauri A, Alpha Centauri B, that is, it's just like a tiny little, it's not tiny little star, but still. And then Proxima Centauri, that is just, it's tiny, right? But there are other planets in the system. There's one here, one here, one here, and another gas giant I believe is about here. Now this might sound like I'm being an absolute idiot, and I don't really mind. Unfortunately, I have no intel on these other planets, but what I do know is that the outermost is a gas giant, The next one is a rocky planet of nearly about 3 times the mass of Earth. And then you got Polyphemus, or Prometheus. And then you got another one that's just over the size of Earth. And you got the closest one that is just over 2.5 times the mass of Earth. Now, the closest one, its core isn't that big. It's now, when I said I had no intel, what I really meant is I had little intel. So the innermost planet has a smallest core. The second one out has, it's about 50-50 to be honest. So it's like half like iron and nickel and half so and so. The fourth, the one out from Polyphemus, it's now, before I move on to the gas giant, the outermost planet, I don't know the names of these planets. Hopefully someone else makes a YouTube video where they know the names. Hopefully they do, and if they do, then that'll be magnificent. But Alpha Centauri A in Avatar, in the film Avatar, it's been hiding a lot of things, and I think James Cameron did it. I don't think James Cameron really I don't think he knew that his film was hiding quite a lot of things. For an example, the other planets, because as we can see in the film Avatar, again I'm talking about the moons. Now let me turn this off. Now when I turn off magnetic fields, ooh, no magnetic fields, thank you. Magnetic fields, thank you. When I turn this off, now I'm gonna say that life likelihood on Pandora, it's really high. In this simulation, it's not that high, but in real life, it's about 0.992. So it's not 100% perfect, but it's 92% perfect. Now, as we can see here, Pandora, she is the largest of the system. Now, it is hard to spot the little moon, the smallest one, but now if we go on the surface of Pandora, we should be able to see any time now. Hopefully it works. We should see that the rise of Prometheus. Oh, there you go. Now the rise of Prometheus, that is accurate to the movie. Not accurate, it's nearly there. I still need to work on it slightly, but that's just me. But that is like the accurate. I can't even find it now. But anyway, I just have nothing else to say really. All I have to say is that there is just a lot more. There's just like a lot more in Avatar than we really don't know about. I mean, the things that we think we know about Avatar, there's a lot more. There's it's almost like an entire book It really is an entire book, but it's like all the things that we don't know about Avatar is separate. So what I think that I would love to hear your comments from you guys. It'll be really, really cool. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please leave a like, a comment, and don't forget to subscribe and share this video. I hope that this helped you, and I hope to hear from you guys soon. I also hope that this helps you guys to try and figure out where this unknown fifth moon is. Because I found it really hard to spot this fifth moon. It's an extremely small moon, and it doesn't reflect that much light, but I think James Cameron put it in the movie just to get people interested. Well, not interested, but like that, I think that's probably the wrong word to use, but there's more than meets the eye, really. There is really a lot more into Avatar. Now, I think Avatar 2 is going to be an amazing film, and 3 and 4 and 5. But I would love to hear from you guys, and I really do hope that this helped you guys a lot, and if it did, it'd be awesome to hear from you guys. But if you just want to like leave any comments, that's awesome. It'll be even more awesome if you can share this video with your friends or with anybody you know. But also don't forget to subscribe, like, and obviously comment on this video. Thank you for watching. This has been the Artist Morph signing out. Bye.